Hey everybody, CVH here, and in today's video we're going to be playing some support Control Mage on the Legend Ladder. This is a really fun version of Control Mage if you guys are looking for a good slow deck to play. I want to caution you guys, I haven't fully settled on this build. I've just played this a bit recently, and this is somewhat similar to what I was going with, but I haven't done a video on it, so I decided to take it and, do a little bit of testing while also recording a video for YouTube so you guys could see some more of this really cool deck. Some notable things I'm doing, I'm teching a couple of Vicious Dregs, good against Hisgroves, good against the supports and aggressive decks like Northwind Outposts, and of course the general strategy is a lot of typical Control Mage cards, with Cauldron Keepers and Tower Alchemists, which make our supports much better, such as College of Winterhold, Orb of Vermina, Goldbrand, the 3 Elixir Vitalities as our main source of health gain, and I'm teching the 1 Wolf Cage. I like the Wolf Cage, a lot of people play Wabbajack, not too sold on that. Without the Wabbajack and without Marak, I do sacrifice a good bit of my matchup to those Ram Scouts we were talking about. I'm just using Manticore on my top end here. I did add some Elusive Schemers for Cycle. This is actually a very tough deck to build because you have to balance the typical control cards versus all of these support shenanigans you want to have going on. You have to make sure you have enough early game to actually survive and enough cards to maybe outvalue other mid to slower decks. But this is the version we're going to go with today. So hopefully you guys enjoy and mess around with this deck yourselves if you are looking for a fun version of Control Mage. And this has kind of been around ever since Cauldron Keeper released, but I thought I'd show it off one more time. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and as always, if you do, feel free to leave a like and stay subscribed for more Legends videos. Follow my stream in the description, and I'll see you next time. Got a top 5 Legend Crusader. Let's keep at least the Daggerfall, maybe the Tower Alchemist too. With something early to use with our supports if we happen to draw them. And we already have the Daggerfall for a little bit of early defense. Orb might be the single least effective anti-aggro tool in the deck, so not a great card to mulligan into. We could always steal Dawnstar Healer if he's that kind of Crusader.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
He is that kind of Crusader. Looks like tokens. Looks like a pretty good draw.
Training is over. It's time to act.
Only sad thing here is the Daggerfall and Tower Alchemist only have 2 attack, but I will just develop the Daggerfall now.
You can't defeat me.
Well, that's not too easy to handle offhand, but I will just be able to go for the Tome this turn, which will then hopefully take down the Hive Defender next turn. If he has a Cloud Rest Illusionist, it's gonna really suck. But Cloud Rest Illusionist usually sucks, so nothing new there. Then I'll just have to play Hive Defender to stave off some of the damage and hopefully top deck an Ice Storm in a couple turns.
Chimera, guide us.
Okay, I mean, it's not as bad as Dawnstar, I think. Or not as bad as Cloud Rest, I think. Ooh, Iron Noise gets back Firebolt here, and that works perfectly on the Hive Defender, so I'm just gonna go with exactly that.
Ancestors bless us.
That was quite the good draw. And we have the Vicious Drag somewhere for just this matchup. You hate when your opponent draws the correct unique legendary for the situation in the 50 card deck, man. He's hovering over it, he's like, why did it have to be Iron? He saw it come off the top too. Develops a 5/5 body and kills a 5/1. It's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
You can't defeat me. Training is over.
And of course the real reason I like playing this deck is because I have a premium College of Winterhold. Cannot lie about that one. Alright, now we top deck the Ice Storm. That'd be good. I'll take the Dawn's Wrath. I mean, I would probably just do it if I could, but I can't. So I won't. Mostly just because I can't, yeah. So I guess I just Hive Defender. It could be a better Hive Defender for sure. I think I just play it on the left because it blocks the most damage. If I do that, he'll likely trade in with like something. I don't know, if I play it in the right, whatever he develops this turn will be in the left as well, then I just get a... Well, I would get a Dawn's Wrath if I didn't think he was going to kill this, that's the issue. I can't really rely on Dawn's Wrath next turn. I'm just going to play this over here, get rid of this. Try to use Iron to take 2 things down. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else to do with 2 Magicka. Harpy here would have been wonderful. Another Fire Bolt would have been wonderful. Setting up Elixir of Vitality. Get that train rolling as soon as we can get some Tower Alchemist action on board.
Chimera, guide us.
That is pretty good. Fortunately, Iron still takes down something. I wonder if he's considering... Nah, I don't know. He probably has to trade in the 5-3 here. Keep the 5th Legion around. Because that one survives Ice Storm. But I mean, it's pretty clear that I don't have Ice Storm. I think he knows that I would have probably gone for it past turns. We'll see though. He's going face.
You can't defeat me.
Into the breach.
Firebolt's kind of funny because with Double Divine Fervor, it doesn't affect anything in the deck anymore except for currently the 7-1 is a Firebolt target. But I'm not sure how good that really is. If I Firebolt the 7-1, I can just use the Iron to trade into something. Probably the 5th Legion Trainer, and then hope Lydia deals with both of the 5-3s. It could actually do that. This is where Lydia ideally shines.
I am sworn to protect you.
Remember this day.
I mean, Imperial Reinforcements isn't that bad. It just forces me to Dawn's Wrath. I guess it works out. I hope he doesn't have one of those plus an Imprison, because then I might just lose. But I feel like that would have been like, oh, I can Imprison Lydia, we're just going to do it right now. Cloudrest Illusionist also pretty bad here. But I don't take damage, which is important. And then I just Dawn's Wrath whatever lane that goes in.
They will not get past me.
Okay.
Acknowledge.
Man, Ice Storm. Not on time at all. Not on time at all. If I Dawn's Wrath, I take 5, because the 5-3 comes in next turn. If I Ancano, I would Ancano the Rift Thane, because it has Breakthrough and is really annoying. And then I take 5, but I have a 5-5, but he has a 4-1. He's using the 4-4 to trade into Lydia. So then I'm at 7 against a 4-1, basically on whatever he draws. Okay, I'll go for Ancano, I guess.
I have many important things on my mind.
I can go face for 3-2, there's no real reason I can't. This deck doesn't have anything. Ancano does have Breakthrough, so I guess that's a problem. But it's not enough Breakthrough to give him a card next turn. If I trade with the 5-3. Alright, Pilline's huge, but not completely unanswerable. 8-7 off the top for 3. I mean, it is turn 8, right? And 8-7's not totally crazy. Another Ice Storm. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Completely useless. Alright, now I just need to draw some more life gain, really. I'm forced to Dawn's Wrath this turn, then I'm forced to Manticore next turn. But that's okay.
We'll see about this.
Alright. That gets Manticora'd.
Hold your positions.
This is a precarious situation. Could be worse, I could have even less life though. Honestly, it sounds weird, but one of my best draws is just Elixir Vitality. Getting a guard in the Shadow Lane's pretty good too. And I have the jab, so if he plays another giant thing off the top, got another answer.
Tawaka watches over me.
Oh man, that's one of the more annoying giant things. Lightning Bolt. I remember when you used to deal with Withered End Cultist. That was a long time ago. Okay, so I'm just gonna play Piercing Javelin on it and Tower Alchemist to set up for the supports. I'm surprised he's... I don't know. I mean, I've seen it in a couple Token Crusaders. Let's get these supports rolling next turn. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with the college here. Honestly, none of these are very good. Firebolt can help me trade a little bit. That doesn't deal with anything by itself. Still probably take it over these two. I don't think anything kills me from 7, so I think I probably just play the orb as well. I don't know, it's a little greedy. Let me develop a guard.
Let none defile our temple.
There's really no downside to that. Negation's okay. Plunder could actually give me some interesting items. I think I'm taking negation here. And probably develop the orb now. It's a free, so like every turn I just get a random card from his deck. This time it's Rift Thane, which is a guard, so that's pretty relevant. Let's play Wolf Cage, because I don't need another guard yet. So let's start developing these free wolves. And yeah, everything is just insane with Tower Alchemist, obviously. This is kind of the situation we wanted to wind up in. And what is he... I have no idea what he's drawing, but I should probably gain more life, right? I do have a full grip, which is kind of a problem. I guess I play Cauldron Keeper now. Probably fine. Develop another guard over here.
I sell cures for all ills.
Brilliant Experiment. This actually does gain me health too, but doesn't seem quite as good. Use this.
They will not get past me.
We steal another one of his cards first. That's one of those Cloud Rust we were talking about earlier. I'll overdraw cards if I play College for another charge.
A little distraction might prove useful.
Oh, Jesus. So I kind of roped on that turn. I was deep in the tank, and I probably misordered a couple things. I do have a really good hand,
My fight is done.
so there's that. I wonder what he was drawing the last few turns. GG. Yeah, this deck is super fun when it gets rolling. Capable of taking down top 5 Legend Crusader. If you can draw the right combination of cards to keep you alive, but that's just control decks. That's just what they do. And sometimes do not do. We've all been there. Against another mage, huh? What kind of mage do we think this is? Honestly, College of Winter holds one of the most important cards in the matchup. It is Control Mage. I could keep the Tower Alchemist too. Really not sure about mulligans, but I will need it this match. I'm fairly confident. He kept 2 cards though. I don't know. If I need to use it as anti-aggro, I will. Let's get it out there now. I mean, there's no way he wastes support removal on it. If he does, that'd be good for us, unless he's an aggressive deck. And it's just magic efficient regardless. The only downside is that I give him the information of what I am. Is he tokens? It's definitely more likely that he's tokens, but I was looking at other versions of support Control Mage, which use Altar of Despair, and a few Marked Men, and cards like the Lava Atronox from Conjuration Tutor for 6s and 7s, which is really sweet, but I think it's more likely that he's just a token deck. Another token deck, 2 token decks in a row. I mean, we are a 3 Ice Storm deck, and we have 2 Vicious Dregs. Even though, against our last opponent, we never resolved a good Ice Storm and we never drew Vicious Drag, we still were able to win. It's a bit surprising. You don't really expect to win those, right? Our opponent's hand is really good, apparently.
I'll take them with me.
Nice Pit Lion's the only thing that would have been a little bit more annoying here.
By the 8th, they will meet their maker.
Don't want to just wildly heal yet, because if he wants to give me a free card, and maybe even a free prophecy, that is a-okay. We'll get to healing in a little bit. Execute? Oh, Jesus.
Hold your positions.
Okay.
Leave nothing.
Like seeing that. Give it to me. Night of the Hour. Oh my god, it's Orb again.
I'll take them with me.
We don't want you, Orb. You're not too useful.
By all the powers of
Might as well do it if it's free, right? Get max value. Apparently he's playing Execute, which doesn't bode well for my Tower Alchemists. Yep, this game is just going to be about whether or not I can draw Ice Storm in the next couple turns. Pretty sure.
defeat us.
Into the breach.
Leave nothing.
I'll take them with me.
You think he's playing Execute and Imprison?
Meet their makers.
It's really not the worst Lightning Bolt Elixir Vitality turn. If I play the College now, I'm setting up for Cauldron Keeper Vitality next turn, which is also somewhat solid. Let's do it, let's risk it.
Stendar protects me. Hold your positions.
Wow, he is unlucky.
You can't defeat us. Leave nothing.
Oh.
Acknowledge.
I'll take
Hey, we are the opposite of unlucky. I think that would be lucky. Yep, and we have 9 in our hands, so we can just go for a College first for free while it is free. Yeah, he's gonna not like this turn at all, is he? Barter? I think I just take Moment of Clarity. Gambit could be good too. Yeah, you know what? Let's take Gambit. I think it's the most realistic card here. We did the thing we're supposed to do in the matchup. We drew Ice Storm by turn 6. Not a moment too soon. Got half our life left. Still have a lot of stuff to deal with because he's not out of cards, but we're feeling a lot better about things. That's for sure. Cauldron Keeper, Firebolt Vitality, not in that order.
I sell cures for all ills.
Yeah, I'll take a Reef. And I'll take something else. I'll take a Firestorm, even though I don't think it'll be good this turn. And let's get a crazy amount of healing going. Even though we don't have Tower Alchemist anymore, feels bad. We are losing charges. But, you know, healing for 8 in a turn, not bad.
Steadfast brothers.
He finally hits a Resolute ally. Might be a little too late for it to be too good. I mean, maybe he has a an Imprison this turn. Oh, he has the Tome still.
into the breach. I hear and obey.
Acknowledge.
Well, we could use a Firestorm Wreath, or we could just Dawn's Wrath. That's kind of the easy way to do it. The problem with Dawn's Wrath, though, is that like, it could be used on something bigger, and I also don't clear up space in my hand to get an action without overdrawing. Like, I have 10 in my hand, this puts me down to 8 cards, and this puts me back up to 9, which means I won't overdraw next turn. I'd like a random 5-cost action. Yeah, I'll take another Jav. I think I'll hold off on these. I'd like to get another Tower Alchemist, and we don't really need the heal yet. By the way, if you max out this card and you go above, like, you know, you get to like 10 or 11 costs or whatever, well, 10 costs there's something, but if it's an action and a cost that doesn't have any actions in the game, it gives you a 0-cost card called Visions of the 10th Eye, or Vision of the 10th Eye, and that just is a 0-cost action that gives you a random action to your hand. In case you guys didn't know, that's what happens.
Let none defile our temple.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
I hear and obey. Acknowledge.
Had to get up for a second, close the door. Oh, there's the Vicious Drag, where we don't need it. Finally, we don't need this card. And yet there it is. Okay. So, I don't know, I might just develop Manacora here. And he'll just develop whatever in that lane, then we'll just go for Dawn's Wrath or something like that. Seems fine to me. I want to deny value on this card. And I'll take a sip of this thing too. I don't want to... I could just take a sip of both of them. I don't want to have any chance of any possibility of him overdrawing me or getting close to overdrawing me with any combination of wacky, like double war cries or something. I don't know. I didn't do the math on that. I'm just realizing that I don't need 2 charges remaining on these. And we don't even really need to use Dawn's Wrath. Archer's Gambit's basically Dawn's Wrath here. Let's Orb, since we can also use the Gambit. Get an Iron. That's pretty good. That definitely seems pretty good. Yeah, like I said, this deck when it stabilizes is just like... I don't know. The nuts. It's gonna be that kind of game. Let's take another card. Jazargo.
May the ancestors bless us.
Okay, I get the Ice Storm back. That's not bad. Let's just play Jazargo and Daggerfall.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
So the scroll, if you guys don't know, yeah, I mean, this is what they do. So just pause the video here, read the scrolls, and yeah, that's what Jazargo does. But you don't know what the scroll does until you play the scroll. Obviously, this one is not telling me which one is going to happen. So it is kind of risky, but I'm in such a dominant position that probably just go for it next turn. Why not? What is there to lose? Can I get the satisfaction of playing Vicious Drag on a Divine Fervor sometime this game? Alright, let's Jazargo, or let's scroll. Got Drain on the Manticora, got Drain on that thing. Got Ward on my guard, which wasn't even a guard. Got Drain on... Okay. That's dumb.
Sheol take you.
Oh wait, no, I overdraw the tome. No! Ah!
Memory shall remember this day.
No, don't remember that. Jeez. Who knew? I should have known.
I bow to your will.
Hey! So if you concede during Dawn's Wrath, your creatures stay alive. Take one for the team. Alright, well, besides the overdrawing, that was just a smashing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed some support Control Mage, and I'll see you next time.